Hello guys, you're watching Faces Trader. My name is Nikki and thank you for watching today's show. It's July 2, Thursday. Grabe no, it's Thursday already. And tomorrow, July 3, for those who aren't aware, it's gonna be the start of Hamilton streaming in Disney Plus. Let's discuss. Why are we up 2.5%, 6364, 154 points? Ang daming umangat, no? Ang dami. So I think this is the major catalyst for today's news. Let me share to you why I have a very bullish prediction for the Philippine economy, Philippines. So not the economy per se, but the Philippine index. Okay, so this is Msci Philippines Etf. You could see that we rallied 32% and then consolidated, rallied 24% and then consolidate, pull back, di ba? We didn't fall to 25. We actually managed to stay at 27, made a breakout last night, July 1, and then boom, 20% up. That is my view. I think that we're going to hit 20%. It might take around 3 months, but you want to buy anywhere from about $27 to $25. Why is that so? I said thanks to Pfizer. So you could recall that actually this 24% move was brought about by Moderna vaccine. This 32% move here was the initial reaction that we have already the peak of the wave and we are trying to find a COVID vaccine. So when there was a real COVID vaccine, 24% up courtesy of Moderna, and now Pfizer, the news just came out last night, which actually is a good thing. If there is a vaccine, people can now fly again, they can work and go outside again and be safe, even if they can contract the COVID disease. Take a look at this news. Let me read it for you. An experimental coronavirus vaccine from Pfizer and partner BioNTech showed promising signs of working in an early stage study, researchers said. This has full implications for a lot of names worldwide, but let me discuss to you that I think is the major news why the Philippine markets today are rallying up 2.5%. With your Cebu Pacific leading the move 7.5%, catching up with, of course, a few days ago when Macro Asia hit 7. So I think that your reopening stocks, reopening names will actually be value buys. It will be bought. So let's see one by one your charts for the day. So you can see this is your Cebu Pacific. Very strong move. We have been saying that it is impossible for your daily Juan not to fly. So we were saying that dips should be bought for your Cebu Pacific, given that a lot of the economy relies on your tourism industry. How can you forget that the infrastructure that's needed for all of your OFWs to come back home or to even go to their work abroad if you're not going to help the airlines? So definitely we are seeing this 1, 2, 3. Why did we bottom out here? We bottomed out here, Moderna vaccine. Thanks to Moderna, this went from about 31 to 52. Now it's the Pfizer move, I think another 40 to another 55. So this first day move is a big move. You're going to see a 50% rally here. Why am I saying that? We're going to discuss to you airline charts. Okay, this is your only airline in the Philippines. Rallied 75%, Cebu Pacific. Of course, PAL is also your airline. We're seeing about a 30% move possible from about 40 to 55. That was true. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we can actually break 55. But as you could see, SEB looks to be a good big risk-reward ratio favoring the bulls. Now, another airline to speak of, Macro Asia. Take a look at this name. So it does ground handling for a lot of your Lufthansa airlines. And then you are seeing here a higher low. All the chartists know this. Macro Asia got sold down here to a new low, but people bought it up, as you could see here. A lot of people bought at 4. Maybe they sold early at 580. But I think that once they saw that 750 move, that it was wrong to sell at that prior resistance now being your support. So that is your support. You have supported 577. Some people bought near 630, 640 today. And then even if it falls near 580, they'll just buy again. With a resistance at about 740, 750, you still have an attractive risk reward. Take a look. If we're hitting 7 pesos tomorrow or next few days, that is a 16% upside versus your downside is about 10%. But if you know how to ladder into your positions, you want to get in as low as you can, buy low, sell high. Higher low, this is a recovery play. Now, we can even see it attempt a breakout above 750, but for now, let's just do short-term thinking that the previous resistance at 749 is your target for macro Asia. Now, this is a happy day for your financials. We noticed that all of your laggard companies have, of course, risen. We already said that a few days ago that there was a fake out here with BDO rallying above 97. And we saw that actually there is a strong buying area pressure from about 97 to 102. That tells you that that 100 support zone here is really being bought. There was a fake move, a breakdown here, but it didn't follow through. And so all the bulls are actually winning this round. Where can BDO go? Let's see where it can go. It looks like it can have a resistance at your 110 to 115. So this is going to give you how much of a percent move? It's at least a 10% move, 10 to 13%. So be aware of the risk reward. It is favorable to the bulls, not to the bears. Now, Security Bank, let's take a look at this name. Security Bank also supported here at 102. It rallied to 107. You could see that the financials one by one are rallying, even your laggards like Metro Bank. Metro Bank rallied from about lows of 37. We argue that even if it fell at 34, that it was risk reward for the bulls. And today, this is a confirmation risk reward for the bulls. If you are a bull on Metro Bank, continue buying. Any drops near 37, 38 are going to be bought with your resistance first here at 43. Now, provided you might not like this because it's a laggard, that's understandable. Financials have been a laggard, but we are seeing that the laggards can be traded. Take note that the leader for your banks is BPI, cutting all those jobs and becoming a leaner, meaner bank and more efficient. And you have this BPI trading very strongly. Higher lows here at 60, higher lows at 68. It didn't even reach 66. Today breaks above 72 to close 75. Perhaps there will be a limited reward here at 79 to 80. But then again, the people who have BPI are happy that this is a recovery play. And BPI, of course, is a subsidiary of your Ayala Corporation. Ayala Corporation has been consolidating here at about 760. We don't know if 800 will be broken, but from the likes of your economy or your Philippine index rallying, let's upgrade that Ayala Corp's resistance at 800 is muted. This could be an entire reverse move all the way to about 840 and 870. So drops near 720 and 710 would still be accumulated if it will even fall there in the first place. Now, how about your SM primes? Your SM primes actually started recovering with the reopening of the economy. A virus like COVID can be defeated by a Pfizer and a Moderna and all of these COVID vaccines that you could see abroad. You could see that this company right now, SM Prime, managed to break 32. We have been saying that about 31 to 30, it looks to be supported very much at your, because this support has been standing by and didn't fall that 29 area. So you could see that this breakout is a catalyst. Maybe SM Prime can recover. Your prior high before your ECQ was 38. So that is the reward that you are seeing if we break 34, which we look to be going to in a couple of about months. So maybe you're asking, but aren't we going to get sick? You will get sick, but if there's a vaccine, you might get healed. So Ayala Land, let's take a look at your property segment. Your property segment also rallied with Ayala Land, now supported at about 34. You could see the prior resistance is now your support. Nice pullback here. Your reward is 38. So between Ayala Land and SM Prime, Ayala Land has been faster. SM Prime has been lagging, and so Ayala Land is a move to 38. SM Prime also a move to 38. It's a catch-up play for SM Prime to follow suit with their Ayala Land. Now SM Prime didn't spare today. Oh, it's re-rallying. You could say what happened to your other names. So let's take a look on your index names. Let's take a look on your market. Index tayo. Take a look. Okay, so your market value today is, hintay. Okay, so you are reading, watching me. I am a WealthSec Premier, WealthSec account. So you can open an account in WealthSec. It's wealthsec.com. So let's see, today, index, you're seeing 150 points move. Who are the gainers here? You've got FGen rallying 8%. What a blistering move. That tells you how much the renewable energy is a strong, strong play worldwide, and it's translating in your FGen. Your banks, BPI, MBT, and BDO have rallied 3-5%. Your casinos, 4%. Take note that Bloomberg, you were saying that casinos worldwide were very strong. And we actually foresee that Bloomberg can actually stay strong given the fact that your casinos can actually the first quarter 2020 of Bloomberg, they managed to make 1.4 billion pesos even if they were only running at 2 months' time. Yes, it's a 40% decline from last year's earnings, but nobody's actually thinking that 2020 casinos would have earnings in the first place. So with the prices falling 50%, trading at less than 7 pesos, right now it's 7.70, we are seeing that advancers have definitely outperformed your decliners. Market value jumps today 7.2 billion pesos. That's higher in the last few days. Last few days, we're just seeing 5 to 6 billion pesos. So this is a good value for the day. We're seeing that you have a lot of gainers, 0 losers. That tells you that this is a pure great move. All are green. You can see PSEI up, all stocks up, finance up, industrials up, holdings up, properties up. So there definitely was very few losers for the day. This is positive for your market. With a broad-based sentiment going up, it's very good for your index movers. Everything is up, 0 losers, as you could see. See? Very move. Everyone is up. Thank you. Congratulations to the index. So you're seeing that you're most actively traded today. Okay, so we're seeing that Dito Telecom fell 8%. There's news that I think delayed launch. So the third telco is not moving yet. Therefore, PLDT and Globe will rally because they are not going to have any competition in the first place. So PLDT now is trading at 1.3. We were arguing that PLDT was very strong, very stable, the broadband connectivity. Of course, you may argue that maybe my broadband internet is not doing well. So you could argue that it's not as stable and it's not strong. Nevertheless, from a stock market perspective, since you only have 2 options in the first place, there's only PLDT and Globe. What else can we do? This is a monopoly, guys. So this is PLDT. You've got this supports really strong. Those who got in, we were arguing at 180 that it was a buy. If you are following our videos every day, you know that we did tell you that. We even argued that airlines were not gonna die because the OFWs will definitely have to go back to work, and OFWs and tourists need to go to the Philippines as well. So it's impossible for the government not to help them if worse comes to worst. So you're seeing that PLDT, that is a bona fide breakout today. And I see this PLDT rallying to 1.4. So we are seeing this is your first resistance move at 1.380. Those who have PLDT, of course, will get a 40 peso dividend as well this coming August. So you've got price appreciation, you've got stable dividends, not bad. Great company. At least a great stock if you're buying at 1.1, 1.2. Now, for Globe, we are also arguing almost the same thing. We have 5% yield. You get about 90 pesos a year. So maybe 4%. It depends how much your pricing is. But even if you buy Globe 2-1, you still get a move of about 10% here at about 2-3. As you well know, Globe has been a strong performer in the last 5 years, 10 years. It doesn't go up, but it doesn't go down. This is just a stable company that moves from about 1.7 to 2.3. You may argue that you want to buy at 1.7. However, you missed the chance when you didn't buy last March. So I'm sorry for that. You don't get to buy March lows anymore. Um, you don't get to buy even the April lows. Let's see. How about what's happening in your stable names? Okay, Pure Gold actually is trying to go up again. 46.40. People might argue, well, if the economy is reopening, we don't need a lot of these essential goods. But the argument here is that Pure Gold is trading at a valuation that is never, never expensive yet. This has not gone very expensive yet. You could see that the prices are still the same in the last 7 years, despite 200 more stores opened, despite 200 more, you open 200, becoming 434 stores in a span of 7 years. Your sales would have grown more than double. Your sales and earnings have more than doubled. Your valuation, if you bought a 2013, was expensive, but a 2020, 7 years after, with inflation and all the earnings and the growth, that is very much cheap. And so Pure Gold here can potentially break out of your 48 for an all-time high. Now let's take a look at what's happened in the market. So you've seen a lot of names go up. You've seen the banks go up. Let's take a look at your international container terminal. This is, of course, a world-related stock, very sensitive when it comes to imports and exports. And if the economy is slowing down, ICT would have a different problem. But if the market, if the world wants to reopen, recover, doesn't mean that we'll have great earnings, but a recovery move. That's what you're seeing here in ICT. Rallied from about 60, now at 108. This is a bullish consolidation flag. Where does it go? Well, in March, it used to trade at 113. Now, you might argue, well, a 10% reward doesn't appeal to me, but some people might want this for their stable names. Okay, let's take a look one by one with your index names. You have your JG Summit rallying strongly. Of course, this is because URC and Cebu Pacific have been very much a strong component, and JGS has displayed a stable conglomerate. It owns Meralco, it owns PLDT, it owns so you have the two utility plays. You've got JGS owns your Cebu Pacific, which is recovering with a big upside come next 6 months. And you've got URC, which is very stable. You could see that the consumer staples URC is, of course, selling throughout the world, not just to the Philippines. Your branded consumer foods group selling Nissin, I mean, it's not Nissin, no? Yeah, Nissin Cup Noodle, yeah, they own that. So the thing about this company is that it is a very stable play. That's why you could see that it rallied, one of the first recoveries in the market, and any drops here would be attractive. And so the people at 125, we were saying, yeah, you buy 125, even if it falls at 120, so be it, ladder into your positions. Right now, it's 135. Do we see it rallying to 150? Definitely yes. So this is higher lows. You've got URC, higher lows here. Congratulations to those who buy low, you sell high, buy low, you sell high, or you just buy low every day and never sell. That's also fine. Now, are there still names that will continue to go higher? Yes, we will discuss them. Today is a full-blown buying day. If you've been waiting for a signal to buy, today, July 2, you've got it. You've got a lot of buy signals today. So your financials check, your properties check, your staples check, no? So okay, so let's see. What about your restaurants? Restaurants have been showing very bad numbers, but the question here is, are those numbers priced in? Are those numbers priced in? We know that they are just doing takeouts, a lot of deliveries, and dine-in is already open. You all know that 30% dine-in. But definitely, you could see that in this realm of a takeout world, Shakey's Pizza should be one of the most resilient. How do we know this? Well, earnings-wise, Shakey's Pizza didn't go to a loss. Even if COVID, Shakey's Pizza managed to make 130 million pesos, whereas your Jollibee and your Max's lost money. Then again, that doesn't mean that you can't buy Jollibee or Max's. It just proves to you that pizza is a more resilient fast food rather than those other two. And it's pricing here at about 605. Can it go back to 7? If you ask me, the answer is yes. So this didn't even go to 530 anymore. This is a higher low. Those who got in at March and April, then at June, then now at July, you've got an entry point at 6. Those who like Shakey's Pizza and Peri Peri Chicken, grab it now while it's there at 6. Okay, we'll see. Jollibee never fell. Why? Because they've displayed that number one, they have the earnings. They don't have the earnings. They have losses, but they have $600 million to tide that 1 year format wherein maybe they won't make as much money as they used to. So if you have balance sheet, you have capital, you can borrow for 3.5%, 4.5%. Take note that Jollibee, ICT, and PLDT trios have money, money, money. $600 million for Jollibee, $600 million for PLDT, $400 million for ICT. Got it at about 3.5 to 4.5% interest rates. Cheap money globally will allow these three companies to outperform. They can actually handle all the bad news that the world is throwing at them. And so this one actually didn't even fall to 120. It only fell to 136, recovered back to 147. Now, where are we ready to break 150 for Jollibee? I'd say that it is possible, and you've got a potential higher low here at about 170. Now, you might be skeptical, why would I buy Jollibee? It's not gonna do well globally. They have so much problems. That is valid. The bears have a valid take. I'd say that Jollibee is a neutral. You can't be bullish, but you can never be bearish. So you can trade the range for this name. If it goes to 170 and you're skeptical, you can sell there. For those who have it at 135 or even lower price, then let's see if it will break 150. Let's let the market dictate to us where Jollibee will go. But this tells you that the bulls have higher lows for this name. 1, 2, 3. And every time it fell, it always fell. And then the next day, there was no follow through. Take note at 105, no follow through. So 114, you buy. Here at 19, no follow through. So at 95, 99, you buy. So there is no follow throughs in every sell off of Jollibee. Take note at that point. It always gives you a shocking drop, but it doesn't follow through. Now, for Max's, this doesn't have a lot of volume. Max's, of course, is a restaurant that you have in the Philippines, owns Max's Restaurant, Pancake House, Army Navy, not Army Navy, Yellow Cab Pizza, Krispy Kreme, Jamba Juice, and all of that. Like Max's has said that they have money to tide the difficult time. So you could see that this is actually a double bottom here at about 530. It can rally to about 6 to 7, so you might as well buy while it's low. Those who don't buy low will end up buying high someday. So you don't want to miss out your opportunity. If you keep on waiting and waiting, I wanted the lowest price. Please know to ladder into your positions. You can listen to our Max's earnings report. It's probably in one of those, just search in our YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure we discuss Max's, Pure Gold, Bloomberry reports, even PLDT, Jollibee reports. So good or bad, we share it to you. We have to be transparent whether the earnings are good or bad. Now, what happened in your construction names? Let's look at them. Your construction names have actually rallied strongly, but they were also battered very, very much. In the first place, MY was deleted in your MSCI. That caused MY to actually fall to a new low here at 470. This rally to 8 was just as a function of number one, it didn't rally in the first place, even went to a new low since that PSEI 4000. So everyone who actually saw the opportunity in the MSCI rebalancing saw that, hey, I can buy the PSEI 4000 at a lower level. They did that for Security Bank. They did that for Macro Asia. They did that for Megawide. They did that for East West. We mentioned that in our MSCI rebalancing reports, that those were attractive buying opportunities. Now, take a look what's happening now with MY. MY actually is at your higher low, of course, because that price of 650 is really just your April month lows. So actually, it never rallied to your 10. Your March area for MY is 10. So those who are looking for battered names with upside, given that we are reopening our economy, GCQ, from GCQ to ECQ, that could give you a 20 to 30% upside. Those who don't want like 10% gains, they want to have more risk in their mentality. These are the names that you want to check out. What's happening to GT Cap? GT Cap. This is also a laggard that will actually be a good move given this reopening of the economy. Let's say you feel, I'm late with Ayala Corp. I'm late with SM Prime. I'm late with all of these great, great names, Nikki. So what can I buy? Okay, you can buy the laggards because if the market will reopen, and it has, and even if there are people who will get sick, there is a vaccine. The question now is, well, how high will people go if they will buy a car again someday? Now, people would say, people don't have money. They're not going to buy cars. The question there is, it was 700 before. This is now at 468. Is that 50 to 70% potential sales drop in the sales of these companies? Is it priced in? And the market is saying, sir, the worst is priced in. So given that you can't buy at 400 below, you can't even buy at 450 below. It just one day lang, GT Cap was below 450. It was just isang araw lang, 49. So if you were trying to buy GT Cap really, really low, it's very hard. So even if you buy at 468 today, where is your reward? Well, you have resistance first here at about 525. But if that is going to be broken, it's going to go to 600 and 700. If you ask me, is the risk worth it for the reward? You can either get a 13% reward. You can even get a potential 50% reward if we're correct. So why not? Why bet on a company wherein you have the license for your Toyotas, for your Hondas? So, diba? It's more of a reopening theme. Now, in a reopening theme, mahal pa rin ang gas. Yes, Shell and Petron fell a lot, but you could see Petron rallied already. Shell did not. You know why Shell didn't do a rally? Because Shell didn't pay dividends. People hated the fact that they didn't pay dividends. So Shell Philippines used to pay 75% of their dividends as a policy, but they didn't do it this year. So people got mad. It even fell as low as 16 because people just got mad. However, if you think about it, go outside the streets if you ever try, are there cars? Medyo traffic paminsan-minsan. That means that the market is trying to recover. So that means that your sales for Shell Philippines will not be as bad as people think. Now you might say, but Nikki, one day we're not going to use cars. We're going to go electric. Well, that's true, but that's like 10 years from now. It's true for US. It's true for Europe. It's true for Asia. It's true for Africa. So the question now is, what company are you willing to buy and do a little bit of bets? So the price here is giving you a risk reward. You have many ideas. We have many ideas. That means that you can spread your bets to so many names because there's a lot of buys. Like you could have Metro Bank, you can have GT Cap, you can have those BDOs, you can have those security banks, you can even have your construction play, you can have an airline. So the question now is, what company are you willing to buy and do a little bit of bets? But definitely, the speculative bet on people's app V has gone. They saw the 60 was toppish, so people sold it at 40. Now it's 39. The question though is, will people play that again if it goes 20 or 30? And I think that with the definite value traded on AppV, every drop of AppV, especially if it goes down 5 15 to 25%. I think there's a speculative crowd. It shows to you that the Filipinos are very much casino players. That actually should make you bullish on casinos in the first place, because it tells you that people are natural gamblers. There's value to buying casinos, and I've been doing that abroad. Whether you're buying Bloomberry in the Philippines or you're buying casinos worldwide, let me show to you a few things about casinos worldwide. This was a 10x move. Pen went from about 4 to 39. Sure, at 39, that's aggressive. That's too much. But still, di ba? Now, what happened with your Win Resorts? Also, went up, gave you a buy. Okay, it's now at the buying range. Las Vegas Sands. These are even land-based casinos. What about if you buy the software casinos, the ones who are contributing to land-based casino to become online, because shopping can become online. Why can't casinos become online? Of course you can. So GAN is all-time highs just because of the knowledge that this is an online casino play. So what I'm saying is, there's even more. I'm gonna show to you casinos, Bumo, IGT. Oh, I'm sorry, we're gonna go global already, but you could see that there's a strong wave in casinos. So what are the casinos in the Philippines? There's only 3. As far as I know, there's only 3. People are playing Bloomberry. That's great. You could see what happened to Bloomberry. Kaboom! Breakout, 770. What's gonna happen in your, what's the other casino in the Philippines? Soler, not yet moving, but, sorry, this is City of Dreams, not yet moving. What's the other one? Sun City, not yet moving, but it's consolidating. So maybe one day when Bloomberry is at $9, maybe some people would say, you know what? City of Dreams and Soler, they're very, very far off. Maybe City of Dreams needs a little bit of love. Or you can even check, how about like conglomerates that are very cheap? What's happening? Costco yesterday had a large cross. They showed 2 billion income, 2.32 billion income, and yet it trades at 40 billion pesos. It's just 5 times multiple. If you don't want an Ayala Corporation, if you don't want an SM, if you want like something cheap, you can have Costco, you can have GT Capital. Think about those things. Of course, Meralco, Manila Water are your dividend picks. So this is, I know, a lengthy day because there's a lot of buying. There's a lot of things that we can talk about. There's a lot of buy, so that's why today is a long session. But I hope that you learned something. Manila Water breaks out today. So the water, the Meralco, the utility. So there's a lot of ways to play the market in the Philippines. Pick what you want, and I think that you have enough ideas to explore. Thank you very much, and hope you have a good day. See you again tomorrow, July 3. Bye-bye. Please subscribe to the channel.